the Road Traffic Act of Jamaica. Now, I am not an attorney. I'm just someone who is interested in reading through this document and sharing it with you. Now, this is a 165-page document, but we just go through it page by page. The Road Traffic Act, arrangement of sections. So, the first part here, part 1, preliminary. So you have these sections here. Let me increase the view. Nice. Now, part 2, registration of motor vehicles, licensing and registration of motor vehicles, licensing of drivers, provisions of as to driving and offenses in connection therewith. We have accident seatbelts and protective helmets, warning or weighing of motor vehicles, driving rules, regulations, point systems, and so on and so forth. So we have all of these that we'll go through. Quite a bit of things. All right. So, preliminary. Let's look at this. Part 1. This act may be cited as the Road Traffic Act. This short title and interpretation. In this act, area means the area from time to time prescribed as a traffic or as a licensing area, and the expressions traffic area and licensing area shall be construed accordingly. Chauffeur means a person who drives a motor vehicle and receives compensations. Therefore, child include any person whose size, height, and build is such that the person experiences or is likely to experience problems or difficulty with the upper anchorage point of a seat belt. Child restraint system means a seat belt restraint system or other device or combination of devices designed to diminish the risk of injury to a child in the event of collision or abrupt deceleration of a vehicle by limiting the mobility of the body of the child, being a device or combination of devices which is designed either to be fixed directly to a suitable anchorage or to be used in conjunction with an adult seat belt and held in place by the restraining action of that belt, or B, is fitted in the vehicle by the manufacturer and is of a type which complies with such standards as may be prescribed by the minister by regulation in respect of the shape, quality, construction, installation, and assembly of seat belts and or safety belt assemblies and anchorage and child restraint system. So that would be what we call the child seat. Driver, where a separate person acts as a steersman of a motor vehicle, includes that person as well as any other person engaged in the driving of the vehicle, and the expression drive shall be construed accordingly. So you say where a separate person acts as a steersman. Well, I guess maybe it's on some type of, this applies to some type of industrial vehicle where one person operates the gas and brake and the other steer, right? But we continue. Fares include the sums payable in respect of a contract ticket or a season ticket. Contract ticket or a season ticket. I guess a contract ticket would be like a taxi driver, or your charter. And the season ticket might be you pay a driver per day or per week. It could be. Alright, front seat. In relation to a motor vehicle, it means a seat which is wholly or partially in front of the vehicle. In the front of the vehicle. Licensing authority. In relation to any licensing area means the Transport Authority established under the Transport Authority Act. Local authority means in relation to the parishes of Kingston and St. Andrew, the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, and in relation to any other parish, the parish council for that parish. Road traffic. Alright, motor vehicle means any mechanically propelled vehicle intended or adapted for use on road. Mechanically propelled. That means it could be a bicycle too. But when it says mechanically propelled, would an electric car be electrically propelled? Well, that might have to be adjusted in the future. But anyway, continue. Owner means the person, for the time being, in whose name any motor vehicle or trailer is registered. Right, so they might not be the person driving, but it's registered in their name. Prescribed means prescribed by regulations. The rear seat in relation to a motor vehicle means a seat which is wholly or partly in the rear of the vehicle. Restraint system means a system combining a seat fixed to the structure of a motor vehicle by appropriate means and a seat belt for which at least one anchorage point is located on the structure of the seat. Road authority in relation to any road means the authority being the chief technical director of the council of the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation or a superintendent of parochial roads and works or other person declared to be a road authority pursuant to the provisions of subsection 2, responsible for the maintenance of the road. Road means any main or parochial road and includes bridges over which a road passes and any roadway to which the public are granted access and any roadway declared to be a road pursuant to the provisions of subsection 2. Seatbelt means any attachment or arrangement. It means any arrangement or assembly of straps with a securing buckle, adjustment devices, and an attachment which is anchored at a point to the structure of the seat of a motor vehicle by appropriate means and is designed to diminish the risk of injury to its wearer in the event of collision or abrupt deceleration of the vehicle by limiting the mobility of the body of the wearer. A trolley vehicle means a mechanically propelled vehicle adapted for use upon roads without rails and moved by power transmitted thereto from some external source. The minister may by order declare any roadway to be a road for the purpose of this act, and such order may declare any person to be the road authority for the purpose of this act in relation to the roadway specified in the order. Every motor vehicle shall be deemed for any purpose to be a carriage within the meaning of any act of this island and of any rules, regulations, or bylaws made under any act of this island, and if used as a carriage of any particular class shall be deemed to be a carriage of that class, and the act relating to carriage, which is of that class, shall apply accordingly. So that means you have different classes of carriages. A motor vehicle is deemed to be a carriage within the meaning of the act. Regulation or bylaws made under any act of this island. Okay, so now let me see, look at it again. Every motor vehicle shall be deemed for any purpose to be a carriage within the meaning of any act of this island. So any motor vehicle in that case. So even if you have a bicycle and you attach a small engine to it, that is regarded as a motor vehicle and must be examined, tested and licensed. Anyway, establishment of road traffic control authority and breaches thereof. We'll look at that in a different video, so I will see you in that video.